Output device. Output device is basically help us to get the result which is generated in the segment of the output of the IPO cycle, that is input process output cycle. Output device are the hardware computer hardware equipment which help us to convert the information into the human understandable form or physically machine readable form to use with a non-computerized equipment. It can be in text, graphics, audio or video format. There are different types of output devices available in the market. One of them is VDU. VDU stands for the Visual Display Unit. A VDU displays the image which actually generated by the computer or other electronic devices. Typically, the VDU is often synonymously known as monitor, or but it does not mean that it always be used with the monitor, but it also can be used with the other display devices such like digital projector. As the technology is not developed in a single day, rather it is developed day after day, and as the newer technology comes, the newer technology added to the video unit or monitoring portion. And as for this, there are different types of or different categorical or functional monitor are available in the market. First one is CRT monitor. CRT stands for cathode ray tube. It is a traditional computer monitor or televisions. In CRT monitor, image will be displayed by the emission of electrons from a tube of phosphorus from the back to forward on the screen. This tube is consist of millions of tiny red, green, blue dots of phosphorus, and it get glowed when the electrons are struck these dots, and the desired output or image will generate into the computer screen. The next one is LCD monitor. Liquid crystal display computer monitor or display screen is developed by the use of the technology of liquid crystal. It produces a clear image, and it is basically used on a laptop or in the flat panel monitor. Next one is TFT monitor. Thin film transistor monitor is a LCD type flat panel monitor. In it, each pixel is controlled by the transistor. A TFT monitor produces the best resolution among the all flat panel displays or all flat panel monitors, but it's very much expensive. The TFT basically designed to run at a particular resolution. Next one is LED monitor. This type of monitor is consisting of array of light emitting diode which shows the pixels or graphics of the video or the image. It shows the clear image more than the before ones, and it also helps us to use it into the outside of the room or in the daylight also. Next one is OLED monitor. OLED display screen is consist of several pixels made from organic light emitting diode instead of the liquid crystal, which is basically used in the LCD monitor screen. In case of OLED, there is no need of backlighting functions to work it. Next one is touchscreen monitor. Touchscreen monitor is basically used as input device as well as the output device. A touchscreen is placed or layered on the top of an electronics visual display unit of the information processing system. It is basically made by the LCD, AMOLED or OLED, and based on the system of computer, laptop, tablet and smartphone. Next one is plasma screen monitor. Plasma screen is consisting of tiny cells with noble gases and a tiny amount of mercury in it. These cells are basically placed within the two glasses. When the electricity passes through these cells, it turns into the plasma and the light will emitted and the desired output or image or picture will be created on the screen. Next one is computer projector. Projector or image projector is an optical device which actually shows the image on a flat surface, which is commonly known as the projector screen. Most projector creates the image by shining the light from a small transparent lens, but nowadays the image can be created by directly on the surface by the laser technology. Now the printer. Printer is another type of output device which actually accept the text or graphics data as an output which is generated from the computer and transfer the information into the paper. According to the technology used in the printer are categorized basically two types, and they are impact printer and non-impact printer. Impact printer is a type of printer where the touch or compact between the ink ribbon and the paper actually takes place. Here the metal or plastic heads are going to pressed into the ribbon, and ribbon get contacted with the paper, and the specific character or letter or the dots, it means the specific impression actually created on the paper. In this way the impact printer actually work. Impact printer are basically categorized in three types, and they are dot matrix printer, decibel printer and line printer. First one is a dot matrix printer is a type of impact printer which prints a document by using the fixed number of pins and or wires. These pins or wire are arranged in one or several vertical columns. These pins are going to struck into the ink ribbon, and the ribbon is get pressed on the paper, and the desired dot is or an impression is created on the paper, and in this way that is in the dotted format the printing actually done in case of dot matrix printer. Now the decibel printer. Decibel printer is one of the impact mechanical printer, and it is popular in the year of 1970s. It is basically used individual letter, number and symbols for print the document. At the time of the inventions of the electronic typewriter, during the speed it is become very much popular, but after 1990s it is become obsolete. Line printer. In case of line printer, the entire line or text is going to be printed before the execution of the next line. Line printer is mostly associated with unit record equipment, and in nowadays of digitalization, this technology is still being in use. Next one is the non-impact printer. Non-impact printer, in case of non-impact printer, the printing actually takes place without uninterrupted touching or contact between the printing device and with the paper. There is actually no touch or no contact actually being takes place between the printing device and the paper. There are different types of non-impact printer, and such like inkjet printer, Laserjet printer and thermal printer. Inkjet printer. Inkjet printer is the one of the printer which actually redesign the digital form of the image by propelling the droplet of ink into the paper and the plastic substrate. The inkjet printer are able to print a document at the resolution of 350 dot per inch or DPI. But few of the inkjet printer are also able to print the document at 600 dpi or more than the resolution. Now the Laserjet printer. Laser printing is a electrostatic digital printing process. In Laserjet Printer, we can print a text or graphics document at a very high graphics with the technique of constantly passing a laser beam from back and forth of the negatively charged and cylinder, which is known as the drum, and by this we differentially charged image can be printed. Now the thermal printer. In case of the thermal printer, the printing process actually takes place by the passage of the paper with the thermochromic coat, which is also known as the thermal paper, on which the top a tiny electrically charged or heated nozzle is present, and when it is pressed or touched the paper, it burns and the black impression is created. In this way, the thermal printer actually works. Now the plotter. Plotter basically produce the vector design graphics. Plotter used to get the printout of at a large amount, that is with a large area printing actually taken place in case of plotter. Vinyl printing, flex printing, the civil engineering printing, like this thing actually taken place in case of the plotter. Computer speaker. Computer speaker help us to get the output which is generated by the computer sound card system and produce the sound outside the computer. So these are the different types of output devices available in the computer. In the next video, I am going to explain about the memory unit from the IPO cycle. Till then, keep watching the rest of the other videos of this channel. Bye bye and have a good day.